Hey everyone, this is the channel Dolls and Dolls and welcome back. And today I am going to be doing makeup on Barbie dolls. So this one, as you can see, I have done makeup on dolls for like a long time. Very long time, like 3 years ago. So that's why she kind of looks like this, because she had a lot of makeup on her. And then I just rinsed it off. So first what I'm going to do is just give her blush. And you could use Q-tips, but Q-tips, they might work better. But what I'm going to be using is just brushes, and I'm just going to put some on her and try to like blend it in smoothly, like this. And I'm trying to make it like look as equal as possible, and that was a lot, but as you can see it like this, and you can just put some on her nose too and her chin. And then because this doll is also pixelated, I do try to get rid of those pixelated features because it just makes the doll look super unrealistic. So what I have is a freckle pen over here, and I'm just going to dab some on her eyebrows just to give it a little more texture and cover up her actual eyebrows a little. And you can see that it got a little darker here. Like that. But I try not to make them too dark and so they won't look too thick. And I could give her freckles, but I don't really feel like giving her freckles. And now what I'm going to do is give her eyeliner. So how I do the eyeliner is usually very like not symmetrical, so I'm going to try to do it my best. Kind of like that. And I'm just going to follow it on the lower lid. That was kind of bad, but it's kind of hard to do this, but... Oh, okay. And then now, I'm going to use a toothpick to kind of like shape it how this one is, because I like this one a little better. Better. Okay. But now, I'm going to give her a little bit of eyeshadow. I don't like to go too much on the eyeshadow, but... sometimes I just like to give a little subtle shades. So I'm going to use this one right here. I'm just going to like shade, kind of give her some shading and like darkening the eyes a little. And like that. You can't really see on camera, but in person there's a difference. And then sometimes I would even put like darker color eyeshadow on her just to give her eyes a little bit more of a contrast. So I think I might do that actually. And keep in mind that you could always just remove the makeup after with like acetone or nail polish remover, or even just water, depending on how pigmented your eyeshadow is. So I have a little bit of black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to dab some around the eyes, but not too dramatically. And then you could always use a Q-tips to clean up some spots that you don't like this. Okay. Kind of like this. And that looks pretty good. And usually for their lips, I try not to do anything with them, because if I use lipstick, then it kind of will get everywhere and it's hard to remove. But just for the sake of this video, I will. But I'm not going to use like an actual lipstick. I'm going to use a lip liner, and I have this color here, and I think it'll look good on her. So I'm just going to take it out, and I'm going to just gently do it on her and not put too much, or else it'll be too messy. I might use a Q-tip to kind of just blend it all in. Just dabbing it lightly. And it's also hard because you can't really get it in the corners of her mouth. And I don't really know if that did anything. Did it? I think it did. Maybe. Okay. But now what I'm going to do is give her some highlighter and maybe even some bronzer. But first off, I have my highlighter here, and I'm just going to take a little bit and put some at the top of her cheeks here, and on the other side, and on the bridge of her nose. Kind of like this. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. As you can see, yeah. This one, she looks pretty good, and I would say that she turned out pretty well. You could obviously style the hair, but today is just the makeup, so that's what I'm doing. And I didn't really do many drastic changes because too much is just too much. I'm going at like a point where it's just enough is enough. And there are obviously many other methods, and I will show you another one. Another way you can do makeup is on dolls is by putting glue on their face. So for the hair, and I can just do this by taking Elmer's glue and a paintbrush, and I'm just going to literally squirt it on her face. I know this doesn't look very good, but just trust the process. So I'm just going to paint it all over her. I'm going to try not to get the hair, even though it will come off. So the glue has dried now, and what I'm going to do is actually for this one, I'm going to put blush on her first, and then after that I'm going to give her freckles, because we got to try something different on each one. So yeah. Actually, I'm not going to use this blush because I already used the last time, so I'm actually going to use a different one. Change of plans, guys. Okay. So I have this one. This one I don't like as much because it's like sparkly, and I don't think it's really realistic, but this one, it's okay. And I'm just going to put some on her cheeks. And like that. This one kind of turns up red. Yeah, it's not that bad though. And because she has the glue on her face, this can come off, so that's why I'm not really afraid to experiment on her. I'm going to use the freckle pen for freckles. Oh, that was a lot. Just kind of smooth it out. Going to like place them all sporadically, so it looks like real freckles. I am messing up so bad. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what it is. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put some bronzer on her, like this, at the bottom of her eyes first. Okay, what? Okay, there we go. And then on the other eye, like so, on her. So it gives like a nice effect. Okay, it's not really showing up on her, okay? But now I'm going to use eyeliner, and for her, I'm going to do it over her entire eye like this. That's a bit long, but whatever. Because I'm not good at the eyeliner, I'm just gonna move past that. And then take the shade in the bottom of her eyes like this, kind of. And on this side. There we go. Perfect. Actually, I think I'm going to give her a little bit of blue eyeshadow too, because I feel like she would go good with blue. Like her blue dress. Okay. That was kind of a lot. And then we can just... Oh. And then what I'm going to do is use some of this, and I'm just going to put it on, kind of blend it here. And then I also forgot to show this on the other doll, but I kind of like to just darken the jawline a little. And as you can see here, the glue's flaking up a bit, but that's okay. So, like this. Then I'm also going to use some of this just over here. And here is how she looks. take off the glue. So here is already flaking upwards, so you just pull it off, and it's super satisfying. Just like this, and you can see, yeah, you can see all. And then for some of the down, you just take it off like this. Alright, so I have this doll here, and I'm going to use her. And first off, I'm just gonna darken the eyes with a little bit of black eyeshadow, kind of like this, just like that. And I feel like that look. And because her like head is actually broken, she doesn't really stay on her body very well. But I kind of make my own custom neck peg. You can see it's metal, but it kind of works, kind of, yeah. And for this one, I think she'll look good with this pink blush. So I'm going to put some on her, like this, and like that. Okay. And now for this one, I'm actually going to use this brown powder as her eyeshadow, because I think that looks pretty good. Okay. For her, I'm not actually going to add eyeliner because I kind of like how her eyes are shaped, so I'm not going to add eyeliner, but what I will add is highlighter. I'm just going to put some here, and here, and here. Maybe a little here, and there. I know, that was kind of a lot. Okay, that's kind of a lot. I'm just gonna, there we go. So it all blends in nicely. And for her, I'm not going to do a lot on her because I kind of like how her face is like plain and it's very customizable. So yeah, absorb into the dolls, so it's kind of hard to use it. And when I tried it, it just all like kind of like flaked off or just made a mess everywhere. So yeah, you could also use this. I have this brush here, and I'm just going to kind of brush her entire face off. And then for her, I'm going to try and put a little bit of the freckle pen under her eye, like that. Ooh. Okay. And then now I just scratch and like, okay. Oh, I'm just wiping it off. Okay. There we go. And I have tried this method on another doll, which she is just right here, so that's good. And I did makeup on her, and I think she looks pretty well. So yeah, that's good. Here's how she looks. And I also do use this sometimes to give them like beauty marks or just birthmarks. Like we can put one under her eye right here, like that. And overall, I would say putting makeup on your dolls is really fun. And yeah. So here are the 3 dolls we did makeup on today, which because she had glue, I showed you that you could take it off. And I think the best one turned out was this one, I think, because I just like how her makeup just kind of like matches with her. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Dolls and Dolls.